One is all about the Gator Good, and the other is a crock of shit taking place in a cave in Australia. I'm Joe Ritlin with a review of Crawl and Blackwater Abyss. Gators in Florida, crocodiles in Australia. I enjoyed Crawl a whole lot more than the other, just spoiling it right now, and like any multi-film review that I do, there will be spoilers throughout. So yeah, Crawl, from the director of High Tension and the Hills Have Eyes remake. So you got a daughter, Haley, that is, a really, good swimmer and everything, and she has flashbacks of being there at meets with her dad and everything, and her dad, she's worried about him because she hasn't heard from him. There's a Category 5 hurricane heading there because Florida. I'm sorry to any of my Florida peeps. I hope you're all safe, but it just seems like friggin' hurricanes are always hitting into Florida. But in this, she gets to her dad's condo, finds out he's not there. She gets the dog because, hurricane's coming. She wants to rescue the dog. The dog doesn't die, which means this movie does not get downgraded too much. And then eventually she finds her dad at the house that they grew up in. And he's in a crawl space, and oh no, why the fuck is he there? What happened? Why is he injured? What's going on? Oh, suddenly a gator just shows up, just jumps right down the goddamn steps. Watchtower, it was just so fucking funny. I don't know I don't know why it was so funny, but they're about to get out, she's trying to drag him along and everything, and then the gator just boom, just hits right there. What's great about this movie is it doesn't take itself seriously at all. It's a dumb 70s, 80s monster movie, and but with updated effects, obviously, and it just has fun with its premise. It has just enough character so everybody's not so one note, but everybody that gets dispatched, you don't really feel too bad about them. They're just plot devices that basically are there for gators to basically destroy them. And it's hilarious. First it's one gator, then it's two, and then they try to get out of this crawl space area, but there's something blocking it, and the dog's worried, and oh no, and again, the dog doesn't die, so that is a good thing. This movie is a lot of fun, though, and I wish I had seen it in theaters, because I think I would have enjoyed a whole lot more than, I would enjoy it a whole lot more in the theatrical experience. But that being said, being able to see this on Hulu was not bad at all. And, again, there's really not a lot to describe with this because it's just, alligators trying to kill people while this hurricane is slamming down. And for some reason, a guy that lives in this weird isolated house, there's a gas station literally right across the way. I don't know why that amused me so greatly, but it's like, he could have literally crawled from his house to get, if there wasn't a whole bunch of water and alligators, to get some beer or get whatever. And you find out the gas station is there because eventually there are some people trying to rob it, and they even get the ATM into the boat somehow. And then one gets dispatched, and then the other gets dispatched, and then he gets slammed against the windows. And the other one that's doing the robbing and trying to rob the candy and everything gets killed. That's a pretty funny scene. And then gators just, pile on a whole bunch of others. There's some rescue people to try to come. And this guy says, hey, did you hear that? And he gets munched and taken right down into the cellar, which is just a fucking hilarious scene. This is a hilarious part. Eventually, they get a hold of a gun, and she actually ends up shooting a gator while her arm's trapped in the gator's mouth, and that's another really funny thing. She bounces back from injuries pretty quickly. Now, at one point, the dad gets his arm bitten off, because of course he fucking does. He was disarmed quickly. Bad pun. Really bad pun there. Should have worked on that one. Gonna roll with it. And there's one scene, if you saw the trailer, where she locks the gator in the shower, because I guess evidently the water wasn't clean enough. And then manages to dispatch the last gator, and then they all get rescued and everything, and that's all the end. That's just, how the film ends. It ends with them getting rescued and everything, and that's it. It's a really expedient, 85-minute movie. It's quick. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and it's just a lot of fun. And it's about gators, they're trying to kill and humans fighting back. And that's really it. It's a dumb monster movie, but it's a whole lot of fun. B. It gets a B. Crawl was actually a lot of fun. Wasn't going to reinvent the wheel. Wasn't going to, be anything that I'm going to remember beyond probably this review and maybe a couple days from now. But would I recommend it? Oh yeah. Just turn your brain off though, and you may be able to enjoy it. Unlike Blackwater Abyss, which actually came out just recently, and I paid for this one. And it's from the director of The Reef, which I actually enjoyed. It wasn't a great movie, but The Reef was fun. I don't know where the fucking fun went from that movie to this one, but fucking hell. Jessie McNamee, I believe is how it's said. She was in The Meg, and I really liked her. And there's two couples and their friend They go cave diving, the cave floods, and there's this crocodile down there that is basically killing people. It kills a couple, Japanese tourists in the beginning, and then you get the crocodile hunting them down bit by bit as this cave floods, and they look for an escape and everything, and they have to swim out, and they have to do all this, and this movie's fucking bad. It's really fucking bad, and I'm not going to make this review very long. The character's very annoying, and it wasn't even like the actors didn't try. They said the credits said the two people wrote this movie. I would like to know how they fucking wrote this, because I think it was just written down on napkins. I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere, but this literally felt like it was almost improv. Oh, the couple, one guy has health issues and he got bitten and everything, and now he needs to get his inhaler, and his inhaler's in the water. Oh, there's a bag, with the keys in it. Also, everybody needs an excuse to go in the water. Look, it's cliche 101. You have to do stupid shit to advance a horror movie plot, but you got to have at least some kind of character. What I said about Crawl is, yes, sure, there was a lot of disposable characters, but the pace was kept up and it was fun. This one took itself way too fucking seriously, and then everybody gets dispatched except the two women. They escape, and then they manage to, crash their car or the Jeep instantly into the lake with the same goddamn croc that just somehow floats out there. And basically what ends up happening is Jen, the only actress in here that anybody knows outside of Australia, manages to shoot the alligator and kill it, or the crocodile and kill it. I don't really care at this point. I don't think the creators did either. And that's it. They survived. Oh, and there was a subplot where it turns out that the other girl that was pregnant, actually may have had the kid fathered by Jen's boyfriend. Almost like girlfriend there. That would have been a weird, way to do it. This was not a very good movie. It really wasn't. I'm sorry. It gets a fucking F. It was boring. The characters were annoying. I couldn't wait for them to get dispatched. That's really about it. That's all I'm going to say. Blackwater Abyss gets a fucking F. Agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, subscribe. Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retland. I'll see you soon.